Greetings, traveler.
Alright, here we are. Ready for another crazy Matsuri game. We've got a cosmic duality game, so double hero power. Let's see what he takes as his base hero. Slams Omu, which is very interesting to me because I would say a common strategy here is to take a higher armor hero first and then get high armor with a good hero power next. But I guess just having a good hero power and then getting another good hero power also works. So it's kind of cool to see that he's not deterred by the 6 base armor of the Omu. Hogwaggle, Cariel is unpickable. The other one is +1 gold starting on turn 3, so... And it's 1 conditional gold because it has to go on spells. I think it's pretty much always Hogwaggle, right? And then we just level and steal a shop. Wow! Decides against the Hogwaggle here. Does not want it. Okay. Huh. Interesting. It's got a nice banana here too. If he wants that. So it goes for the 2-1 shield instead of the 4-3. That's fair. Wow, I am shocked by him going with the +1 conditional gold over the Hogwaggle. Rolled a good shop here. Can level lasso. That's what you want to see. You made weekly rewards progress. What is this Twitch pop-up? I saw this yesterday too when I was watching. I hate that they're like fully gamifying everything. Like, it's like, just let me watch in peace, bro. I don't want to be optimized. Alright. So, pretty clean Omu curve so far. He even won the 50-50 there to get a better pick eater. This shop is awkward, but I guess spell power plus flag is a thing. And then you can hero power afterwards. So. He's checking whether the opponent is going to be weak enough to beat without casting flag. Because when he casts flag, it'll hit 4 units, so he wants 4 on the board. However, if casting the flag is going to save him like 3, 4, 5 health, then it's obviously worth it. That's a lot of damage to take. But he's not weak. He's got 3 units. He's fighting Ticketus with Shutterwalk hero power, so it's not like super strong as well. I'd be inclined to hold here, but nope. We're popping off. I love how Matsuri is just like, Shady would take Hogwaggle. Let me make sure I don't do that. Shady would hold. I'm not a holder. Well, look at who's right. Results-oriented gaming, baby. That's what we do around here. Yeah. I mean, if he hits... If the Ticketus hit a Picky Eater and then use the hero power on that, I guess it would have sucked. He can level and just bank a skipper for money, which would make the flag not so great to hold anyway. So I can see that being fine. There's some deliberation going on here. That's interesting. I think he's just checking everybody's hero powers. Now that it's early in the game and there's not that much going on, he's like, okay, is there any shenanigans, any weird stuff I need to look out for? All right, gonna grab the skipper. Might bank the money here. All right, not doing it. I guess he gets a discount, right? So it's fine. We get a 4th minion on the board 3 turns later. No, we're Omu. Omu adds, and we also have a hero power that makes stuff like Chef's Choice cheaper, so it was pretty likely we were going to add a unit next turn. I think I'd be okay grabbing that spell and then using the hero power again. Ooh, interesting. Oh, right, he gets Omu here. I already forgot about it. I'm pretty happy buffing then. Oh, we're not doing it? Or he wants the spell power before he buffs. Ah, okay. So values the +1 attack to the shop over the +2/2 or 2/3, I guess, on the dragon. Yeah, that's long-term value. That seems fine. Also, going for long-term value if you're not losing your immediate fights is great. Shirley, I do not say Shirley. Don't call me Shirley. All right. Takes the loss here because the tower grows. That's unfortunate. Chat is the one that says Shirley. Surely we do this, streamer man. All right. You need to catch up. Oh, actually, he's not going to hear that because he's watching the VOD. There's someone on YouTube still talking about the previous game, so I'm just like, he's just behind. So we go for the tier 6s here, but that's usually also because it just costs 0 gold. You'd rather use your gold here. I like this this pickup on the double rerolls. He's got some good shop buffs going, so like hitting something to interact with that would be nice. I think one of the biggest ones is the abyssal. It's not abyssal. It's the elemental that eats the biggest one in the shop end of turn. I really like that one. You do say Shirley often? Yeah, probably. Like I said, it's a bit of a Twitch meme. It's also an emote, right? Shirley. Alright, anyways. Yeah, I guess you can take the fodders if you're looking at this shop and you want to buy something here. This is a bit of a slower start, but at least we are Omu, so we did get some extra stuff on the board. But as far as Omu starts goes, it's a little slow. Frame drops? Okay. I'm going to finish watching this game, and I'm going to go to my 5G connection after this. Gets to go to 5. He's pulling a 6-drop next turn. He gets more buffs here, but getting Titus plus the staff is tough. Like, you lose a lot of tempo there. He could also just roll. He could just take the staff. I feel like if you take the staff, you kind of want the Titus as well. So I feel like it's you buy those two or you roll. If you roll, you can sell one thing and buy. He's currently checking how expensive it would be. He would basically have to sell his 5/6 and then 2 more things. Ooh, gets a Bran. There's also more fodders, but it's got to be Bran, right? Yeah. I guess it's got to be is like similar to saying Shirley. Yeah. Okay, so we get rewarded for rolling one more. We get to keep a full board, and we keep our Battlecry pair, which would be huge with the Bran. That's actually a pretty, that would be a great payoff here. Rolling one more time, keeping your pair, and then getting Bran, you triple your reroll pair. You're getting 8 free rolls. Alright, gets a minor loss here. It's still turn 8, I think, right? Getting the 6-drop here. Ooh. Mycologist is so nice with Bran, though. I feel like I might want the Mycologist. He also has a really nice tempo line available here with the 2 elementals in the shop. Wonder if he's gonna go for that. It's really solid. Oh, only the conflag. Okay. Oh, this is sick. Oh my god, yes. Okay, so he's got Mycologist. He's got the elemental in his hand, which will buff based on the amount of elementals played. And he has the baller spell that he can Mycologist, which is insane. He's keeping his pairs right now. Ooh, that's gonna buff the ballers. That's kind of a heads up pickup. Wow. So he's keeping the pairs as long as he can to try and triple them, and then he's gonna sell, I'm guessing, the Picky Eaters first, because it's so much nicer to hit the other one. He's got the Panda in the shop here too, which he probably wants to play. Time to go. We got a pew pew pew. Do some stuff. Sure. Sure. Elemental? Yeah, that's fine. Take another Ellie. He targeted the Sand Swirler because he would prefer the triple. Yeah, we have to just go, man. I'm feeling kind of uncomfortable that we haven't cast these baller spells yet. Oh my god. Is he gonna triple here? No, he's not gonna triple. Okay, cool. I see how chat feels now when I'm waiting till the last seconds doing things. Okay, but he got a cleave online. He cast a lot of spells. He's keeping one baller spell in the hand, which could be a little bit of, I guess, an indication as to what he's trying to do here. He could technically find a way to generate more baller spells. We were just in the anomaly where you could roll the dragon, which copies the spell you cast, right? The first 3, which is great with this. We also have the end of turn lady that copies your last spell. So we could be headed into like a baller game where he's already used the Sand Swirler to buff the effectiveness of the ballers. It's kind of interesting. Gets the baller trinket, so I mean, if there's any time to do it, that's now. That's every 9 elementals you play, you're getting a baller spell in your hand. So with that with that mycologist on the board, if he finds another baller spell, that's also just so ludicrous. Do you get a baller spell when you do that? Yeah, you do get a baller spell. Okay, that's nice. Back-to-back is also fun, but we're not really doing that. With the mycologist, I mean. I think in general, people are hoping it's not back-to-back because there's just so much back-to-back already. But the mycologist, I mean, is fun with back-to-back. Switch hero power, maybe. I think I'm leaning towards that simply because we're running out of spells. Oh, no, doesn't want it. He wants something better. Because we have Omu, right? Our hero power is just kind of dead. We'll take the rolls, sure. We can't really bargain well from this position. We have 0 gold. There's Baller in the shop, but I do think he's rolling for the end of turn lady. Dude, that happens so often. It's like the second-hand streamer mic, I feel. Still going to hold that Battlecry pair on the board. That's interesting. So he's going to sell these ballers and just float? Or, ooh, man, you really want to sell one more now. You want to play the Harbinger, you want to play the baller spell, and then you kind of want to sell a pair so you can sell, end on the Panda. We'll see how much he likes this pair, because this is a very, very expensive pair if he keeps it here. It loses him either gold or tempo, because either he pops the spell and he floats some gold. Okay, so he's going to float the tempo, basically. He's going to cast a baller spell, but he's not going to sell the ballers. So he's losing tempo in order to keep this pair. Okay, so you can... This is something that I have seen with Matsuri, where he is very, very optimistic when it comes to Battlecry pairs. I've seen this with percussionists too, where he will just keep them so much longer than I would have, which is positively, well, positively, it has affected how I treat those pairs. I don't treat them with as much reverence as Matsuri does, but I'm more respectful of Battlecry pairs, where it's like, you know what, I could work something out here. I could keep these guys, because if I triple it, it's pretty nice. So, pretty cool. Alright, takes the battle cries. It was a really nice shop. I'm kind of fine taking that spell, to be honest. It costs 0 with your hero power. You need something to duplicate, because you just end up in a spot where you don't... Because if you roll the baller spell, it sucks. Ooh, that also increases the baller effectiveness, but that's gonna get too big to die, right? Well, maybe not. Okay, one more roll. He hits Drakari. Okay, he's like, you suckers are out. You suckers are out. Get out of here. Oh, once the... do we have a lot of spell power? Oh, I guess those are evens, right? With the Greymane. Okay, sure. All right, here we go. So, decent setup. Buys a Selly. Wait, what's a Selly for? Oh, for the baller portrait, of course. Baller portrait is every 9 elementals played, you get a baller spell. So Sally is probably not the worst investment. Yeah, kind of like the coin as well. Ooh, ka-ching! So now the one thing he does need to be careful of is that he does end on baller spell. Otherwise you're copying something else, which is not great. Considers the wildfire pair. That's... wow, okay, cool. He could buff that, but I feel like he's just gonna hold it. Just looking at the Nomi for a second. He buys the baller, but I think that's mainly because he's running out of time. I definitely do that too. Think too long and then like, well, I guess I've got to do it. Goes with the elemental instead of the discover 2 murlocs. That could be a mistake. That could also just be him running out of time, is what it is. All right, ends on another Sally here. More elementals played. Dude, it is actually just a baller game. Let's go. Hey, Chems. Thank you very much for the 21 months. Appreciate that. Okay. Is this the opponent that reminds us why we don't go for ballers? It's one guy only that's big, right? But it is a cleave, so... yeah, the cleave should carry him here. Cleave. It's just tough, man, to get there with ballers. I really hope to be pleasantly surprised here. I think the Sandspurler is sort of a hidden tech that I hadn't considered. Sandspurler will give him a lot of extra attack with Bran. And also, depending on how good of a comp he gets to make here, he could get like Golden Drakari, like Golden Harbinger, and now you're online, right? That's a lot of baller spells. And they do scale really well. There is a Sand Swirler. Ooh, skips it. I wonder if that's intentional. Because it does work, right? Like they do trigger on ballers. That seems like... I feel it's an oversight. It's like +2 attack on every baller go. Well, maybe +2 attack is not even worth it anymore after a certain number of ballers played, right? Does the Swirler increase the scaling? It increases the buffs per baller, but maybe it's not enough. Because he's getting +1 every time he just plays a baller already. Plus he gets the buffs from the ballers, so a fire... So a baller will give an extra 1/1, right? To the next baller. Oh, we got the triple, that's nice. So if a baller gives an extra 1/1, you're basically getting as many stat points with a Sand Swirler, assuming it's a regular brand. Right? Because Sand Swirler is +2 attack. Okay, that's fair. Oh, he actually goes with the Conflag here. Or whatever that spell is called. Nice. Bro, this is very, very satisfying. And then he has the Sally to cycle here. Ooh, that's a really nice lasso. Okay, maybe not. Oh, wait, no, he got the Drakari. Nice, he can Amul too then. Yeah, I mean, those are not insignificant buffs, yeah. Those buffs are not insignificant. Really, really clean that he ends the turn quickly casting the baller spell. Because he is playing a bit of a dangerous game where he does the conflag, or again, whatever the spell is called. He does that end of turn and then quickly casts the baller spell, so he copies that. Why do streamers click cards they think about buying? It's just a habit. Not all streamers do it either. It's like, why do poker players move their chips when they're thinking? That's essentially the same question. Right? Oh, this is so satisfying. Dude, we're on 27 gold? Let's fucking go! Wait, what happened? Did we cast a bunch of overconfidence that I missed? Or is it just all the ballers we're selling? Bro, this is so much money! Holy! Let's go! Buys more money for next turn because you never know. I like that. Free Sand Swirler. Oh, perfect. Dude, he's actually... We're just balling on tier 6. A tier 6 baller, chat. Hell yeah. He's not even buying the dragon for free spell power and stuff because it's not worth it. He doesn't really need spell power, and time is more important than money right now. 60 seconds. Plays the Ellie to get 1 extra credit on his trinkets. Nice little order. That's another triple on anything he wants, but I don't think we really care, right? No. Okay, loses some seconds thinking here, but that's part of the game. Gets another end of turn guy. Wants the Golden Drakari badly here. Missed 1 baller in the shop. Not sure if he was going for that or if he's more interested in just finding his Golden Drakari. I guess you get way more value if you hit the Drakari. I missed a little bit of value there, but it's fine. Cast, 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 cast. 20 seconds left. Sally. Yeah, I think he just missed the baller in the shop before, because I think he is buying every baller right now. Especially if he has that kind of money. Avalanche, the Magic Fin. Yeah. Cool. He's not adding more cards to his hands. He's like, well, I don't know if I have hand space, right? Yeah. I like that. I like that. Not like panic buying and then accidentally missing one. Bro, this Taragosa. It's just not big enough. That's great. Dude, we have 500 on the Drakari. Jesus, let's go. This is adding up right now. This is real scaling, Chad. Let's go, baby. Yeah, you can't really play the Primal Fin anymore. Avalanche is also just a nice little tech with this. You get to consolidate quite easily because your board grows pretty similarly because the baller is an AoE buff. That's the Golden Drakari. Phew, okay. Alright, goes with the scope, that's fine. Baller, yeah. We're actually just balling, bro. Ooh, swirler instead of rolls. Okay. So he's a bit inconsistent on the swirlers, like, not sure whether he wants them or not, but I mean, I'm not sure either. I think they are basically just ballers, right? So if you are buying ballers, then I guess you're buying swirlers. Not entirely so, because you're missing on the in the moment buff. The baller gives you a big buff and then also gives you the scaling, whereas the swirler only gives you the scaling. So it's definitely better to cycle ballers. Dude, let's go. He's gonna be able to get another one, right? Yeah, 8 out of 9 here. Yep, he's getting another spell. Looking for a spell that he can mycologist. Could just be the armor here. Could cycle to Sally too if he wants to. No. Don't really need the golden. Seems like a roll. Yeah, not really hitting here or spell. That's unfortunate. Could buy lasso, I guess, and then just not cast it. Cycle, play the Murloc, buy and hold the spell. Kind of down for that. He's considering options, but okay, just prefers to roll. I don't know, I don't love that. I think having the lasso seems fine. He wants his hand clear. Oh, he's getting 9, right? He golden the Drakari here. You're totally right. He can only hold 1 card, which means he would have to cast 1 lasso, which means he has to sell anyway. Very right. He did golden the Drakari this turn. Yeah, look at his board, chat. 1900 damage cleaves. 1000 on the others. Like, this is respectable. It's still pretty early in the game too. The lobby's going pretty fast. I'm not exactly sure which turn it is, but this is respectable. And it's only going to keep getting better, right? Because it's scaling. Let's see how big he ends the game. It's just cycle that because you need space for balls. Can't hold my balls. Classic Twitch chat joke. Alright, cool. What do we have here? Panda, I'm guessing. Nope. Yeah, this scaling is adding up. Jesus. Dude, it's going so fast now. Yeah, when you have 9 baller spells to start your turn with, that is not insignificant. I wonder what the baller buffs are up to. Does anyone know? Can anyone tell? He's got 2.5k attack on the cleave. Let's see. Okay, but that doesn't buff attack. It was like 90 or something. The other ballers also add attack. Yep. Oh, it's like 80 or something. I think I saw an 8. Yeah. Still goes Swirler pretty late into the turn because he's got so much money. I feel like the Swirler, it's better the longer the game's gonna go on. He doesn't even buy Bran because he needs hand space. Okay, we cannot cast a different spell because otherwise we don't get ballers. He's honestly navigating this still pretty well. It looks very chaotic. It looks too slow. Ooh, wait, he's actually bigger than the real elemental comp? Bro, let's go. It's not just bigger, he's dominating him. Get wrecked. Holy crap. That's so Giga Chad, man. Winning with ballers. Absolutely destroyed. All right, GG's. Very nice.